Hi, I'm Emma Bell and welcome to the 5-Minute Shift Workshop. I work with people to shift their mindset so that they can feel calmer, happier and more fulfilled right now. Now, at last week's 5-Minute Shift Workshop, I gave you a call to action, which was to become conscious of your thinking, to think of it as ticker tape running along the bottom of a TV screen. So I wonder if you've done that. I also asked you to consciously look for information that contradicted your existing view of the world, whether it's a person or a situation or your environment. Now, today I want to talk about your lens, or I call it your script or your software. This is your conditioning, your habitual thinking patterns that effectively run your life if you allow it to. So I have a 5-box model here. And let's imagine that your lens or your focus or your perspective about a particular person is that they are difficult. In fact, let's think of another example just now. If you've bought a car in the last couple of years that's new to you, think of the make and model. Now, the moment you decided to go out and buy that make and model, I bet you noticed lots of that make and model on the road. That's not because the universe put those cars there, it's because that's where your focus was. And that's thanks to something that sits at the base of our skull called a reticular activating system. It's our filter that filters in information which is relevant or consistent with the thing that we're focusing on or the perspective that we're taking. So that's your lens or your filter. Let's go back to that person. Imagine that they send you an email. The first thing you're going to think of, thoughts, is, oh God, I wonder what this email says from this difficult person. So you get somewhere between 70,000 and 110,000 bits of stimuli come firing at you every single day. You're able to consciously process only about 10% of that, and that's where your filter comes in. It determines which 10% you're going to focus on. And in the case of this colleague you've got who's difficult, you're going to focus on the 10% that's consistent with your existing view of him or her. So that's the bit of stimuli that you'll filter in, and immediately your thoughts will be triggered, and your thoughts, your thinking, will be the same or similar to the existing thinking that you have. Remember that statistic that 90% of thoughts you have today will be the same as the thoughts you have yesterday? That's because most of us fix our lenses or our filters, we notice the same things, we have the same thoughts, and of course every thought fires a chemical called a neuropeptide, which we know as a feeling. And then we get into a thought and feeling cycle. Once you have a particular thought, you'll get a feeling. That feeling will trigger more thinking of the same kind. And then it all drops out the bottom as behaviour. And there are 3 components to behaviour: words, tone, body language. If I said to you, love your necklace, then that's going to tell you I don't love your necklace because my words are not congruent with my tone of voice or, in fact, my body language, what's going on around here. So when your words and your tone, your body language aren't congruent, the other person picks it up. When your lens is fixed, it'll fix what you notice, it'll drive your thinking and your emotional response and your behaviour, and therefore your ability to positively influence and make a difference. So if you want to make a change, if you want to make an inside shift, it starts with broadening your filter, consciously looking for information that contradicts your existing view of the world, which was your call to action from last week. So I was going to tell you a story about Tom, Parveen and Elaine, but I've promised you that these videos will last no more than 5 minutes, so that's a story for next time. Now your call to action. What I'd like you to do, please, before next week is consciously broaden your filter or shift your perspective on a person or a situation or your environment, or even about what you think of yourself. And notice how it changes what you notice, it changes your thinking, it changes how you feel, and therefore it changes your behaviour, and you will have more impact and more influence. Now, if you like the tips in this video, hop onto emmajbell.com, download a copy of The True You. It's available for free right now, and please share this video. Let's get this message outside to as many people as possible so that they can make the inside shift.